there is a sex tape leakage, apparently, of Diddy and Cassie and Daphne Joy. And this is bad. I mean, this just goes to show you that Diddy is finished, and Diddy is, he's so evil to think that, you know, he can get away with all of this and then claim that he's changed, and he's changed when we both know he hasn't changed. He hasn't changed for no one. And it's so funny because remember when Daphne Joy, 50 Cent's baby mama, came out on Call Her Daddy podcast. Call Her Daddy podcast. The number one podcast in the US as of back then, which was last year or the year before. With I believe, yeah, anyway. They were the number one podcast in the US. For, you could say, white audiences, because it was mainly focused on white audience. I believe Jamie Lynn Spears was on there, many more people. I'm not trying to bring race into this, I'm just saying it from a dynamic standpoint. Now, she went on Call Her Daddy podcast, and she basically said that Diddy raped her, beated her, he gave her a blue eye, left her drugged, he drugged her, sex trafficked her, remember that time? This was last year or the year before. Now, or last year, she's now basically claiming that she wrote a letter to the judge. I wasn't even surprised. Because even Murad was saying that she was a slut, and he never said that. Don't get it twisted. He didn't say those words. But you could tell Murad was like, yeah, this girl, I don't know about her. And it wasn't just him. I was thinking it too. Me and him could be brothers. Not brothers. Oh, shit. I mean, I'm going to have to edit that out. When I mean brothers, I mean related, sorry. I mean, we could be brothers and sisters, sorry. My head is so smashed. Ooh, not me saying we could be brothers. I'm a girl, not a boy. But that's how you know my brain is fried. Actually, I'm not going to edit that out. Keep that in. I ain't editing that shit for no one. And the more you edit, the more people aren't going to see. So this is a lesson learned. But seriously, I'm brain fried. But yeah, we were both thinking it, and the fact that she was claiming that Diddy had raped her and forced her against her will, when it actually turned out that Diddy told her to say that, and she thought she was getting paid to say it. It turns out she ain't getting shit. Because how is Diddy gonna pay all these people? His funds as of now are $200 million. Before he was a billionaire, so he could have paid off anyone. But because it was because the lawsuit happened with Cassie and Jane Doe and all of the victims, therefore he couldn't just put it through to trial, because what if supposedly there was proof of this thing and he goes down? For him, it would be better if he paid them off, right? So he pays them off. And unless your lawyers tell you to pay them off, if you're innocent, you should definitely go to trial. Fight for your name, fight for your freedom, fight for your reputation. If you claim that you did not do this and this was a setup and Diageo or Ciroc was setting you up, because even before, I believe Kanye West or one of the people that like to talk their mouths off in the industry, they said that Diageo and Ciroc were going to come for Diddy now or never. And Kanye was right. Did they come for Diddy? Yes. Did they help Cassie? Yes. Did they help Jane Doe's? Yes. And so the only reason why we're all talking about this now is because if you look at from 2023, right? Because 2022, he was seen a little bit with Justin Bieber and Usher, but he wasn't in the limelight. 2023, that's when he wants to make his not final comeback, but his new comeback since 2016 or 2011 or 2010. And back then, and so it was like when I found out he was actually going to be performing at the VMAs, um I was actually shocked. Because joking, me shocked. I wasn't shocked, but I was like, oh shit, okay. And he came up with all the I actually watched the VMAs back then in 2023. So I saw everything. I saw like everyone, and everyone was like like yeah, it was so good. It was so good. But um yeah, so Diddy was seen, and how I saw Diddy like come into the limelight again in 2023, I was actually on YouTube, and they were doing like because you know, if you put out your music on YouTube for so long, and Diddy obviously has, on YouTube, or not just YouTube, if anyone that's associated with Diddy, they can like, say for example, if Diddy was spotted in the UK as of back then, just eating a sandwich, they would picture that of him eating a sandwich. Actually, joking. Let's skip that. Let's say he was in a partying with all those women and men, and they did like a picture or a snippet. They would put that on Instagram or YouTube, and it would come up on one of the reels. And I'm like, that's an example. When I saw Diddy, it was him and Delilah and Jesse, and they were making pasta. That was the first time I saw Diddy actually, or the second or third time of the reel. The first time, it was him promoting the Love album on Instagram and YouTube. And so it was with Babyface. I remember Babyface was there the weekend, Mary J. Blige. I was like, okay, now Diddy's back, Diddy's back. I wasn't like prompting him, not prompting him. Could you imagine? Joking. I didn't mean prompt, I mean like cheer him on. That's what I meant. Not prompt. Not not prompt. Not prompt. Not prompt. I don't know what. I don't want to bite my tongue. Not prompt, but not prompt. Not prompt, child, but not prompt. Could you imagine? Not me saying that again. I meant to say cheer, not prompt. Not prompt. Not prompt. Not prompt. Not prompt. But yeah, not prompt. But seriously, I'm gonna edit this all out. But seriously, yeah, when I saw that on, yeah, I was like, okay, Diddy, but I wasn't cheering him on yeah, Diddy's gonna win, Diddy's gonna win, Diddy's gonna win. No, I was like, okay. But I wasn't like, because that's the thing. when he's on featured artists' songs, they're good. Only with Biggie. I remember he did a song featuring Mace. And I'm like, nah, you gotta tell your directors to cut this shit out. You gotta tell your directors to cut that shit out. And yeah, but did I think? I mean, I don't know what to think. You know, him changing his name to Love, when they still call him Diddy. I don't know why he likes to change his name. Like God tells you to change your name. In the Bible it says you can't change your name more than once. I don't know what kind of ritual that fucking rat thinks he can ingest from his mouth to the bottom brink. Anyway, and then Cassie came forward, and get this, did you know Cassie actually came forward a week before my birthday? Was it a week? Yeah. 28th November 2023. She came. Yeah, she came out a week before my birthday, and she said that Diddy had done this. When I saw this, I'm not joking, I'll tell you where I was. I was in care, obviously. I was actually listening. I was actually watching a video. I was watching something on YouTube, and I got a notification on YouTube on the news as well, because when I had my other phone, it would just tell me, it would give me like news insights, not news insights, it would give me like, I just had a notification on my phone, but I can't remember what the article, the news source was called. But anyway, I got a notification on my phone and on YouTube. It wasn't just on my phone, it was on YouTube. Everyone on YouTube. Diddy accused, or Cassie accuses Diddy of raping her from 2006 all the way to 2018. My mouth dropped. And he was promoting his Love album. My mouth dropped from my mouth. That didn't make sense, but my mouth dropped. I was like, what? It's me and you now. And if you tell me if you like, tell me if you like it. Cassie, that Cassie. I'm thinking, what other Cassie? But I was like, oh shit, it's Cassie from that song. I'm like, oh my God. And I'll tell you what happened. I was like, who did I believe at that time? I was Team Cassie, not Team Cassie. But I was on Cassie's side the whole time. I'm still riding for Cassie, rooting for Cassie. I was siding with Cassie. I wasn't siding with Diddy, because we know that Diddy likes to have these white parties and Party City wigs. And we know that he likes to go down on people and suck them off to please them in some sort of formality. And when this came out, I wasn't surprised. I mean, was I shocked? I'm not gonna lie, it took me back for a second, but then I was like, that's probably something that Diddy would do at the end of the day. Because he's that egotistic, he will do anything to get what he wants. He will even drink piss if it came to it. Like, that's how desperate this man is. And so when Cassie came forward, I remember Sloan was talking about it, Murad was talking about it, BJ Investigator was talking about it, Sebastian was talking about it. Everyone that was covering Diddy that I had watched was talking about it. And I was like, I wasn't even on YouTube at that time. And so people was like talking about it. And I was like, this is gonna end in catastrophe, in tears. And then Diddy then settled with Cassie with under 24 hours the same day. Which to me looks suspicious, because if you're innocent, as you claim, you would take this to court. So that day, I was Team Cassie. And I even was talking about this to my friend, and he said, sorry, not to my friend. Oh no, actually no, I was. Was I? I don't know, but I was talking about it to someone, and we were having a conversation, and they said that, yeah, Diddy definitely done that shit. But yeah, and people were actually siding with Diddy. It was so many people, even, it was more men and women, or both. They were siding with Diddy. I remember, was it, I don't know if it was Rage, I don't know if it was like, I think it was someone from the industry. They said that Diddy didn't do this, Cassie's just looking for a payout. But if that was the case, why would he settle in under 24 hours? You would at least give lawyers proof that this is lies and some sort of evidence, because Diddy's so dumb, he doesn't know the full essence. But anyway, that wasn't what I came to talk about. But yeah, so there is leaked videos of, of fuck's sake. Sorry, I'm just... So there's leaked videos, allegedly on the dark web, of Diddy, Cassie, and Daphne Joy, and many more of his, I guess, sex workers. I just am praying for Cassie, and I'm praying that she gets the justice that she deserves. And the fact that she has won the case with, or I believe she's going to win the case, because we don't know as of now. But I'm hoping and praying that she wins the case with, what's that guy that was accusing her of of rape? I forgot his name. The one with the big lips. That's the guy. And he has ugly big lips. And his lips are dry. They're crackling like cheddar cheese. Sorry, they're crackling like crackers, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but anyway, I gotta go. I gotta get ready. I've gotta go to Specsavers in Wood Green. So, yeah. Peace.